people, mobilizes their people to come out and vote. Mount Kenya people watches over their votes until counting is done and finished. So you say that is rigging, it is true. That is what we do.
Yes.
And that's what I told them. But you see, IBC even took me to court, but I thank God that that case, the court found it that it was not true what they had said, I had said. But the thing is, what happened? Even after telling them that, even after staying in Siaya, and there's a time we registered, I think around 40,000 people within a week. We were getting adults who have ID, who have never voted, who have never registered as voters. We went door to door.
Okay.
We did our best. But what happened? What percentage came out from the Nyanza to vote for their candidate? They didn't reach 70,000.
So you would have done better.
If they did the way Central did, they always do. When Central people have their candidate, we normally do 99.9, almost 101%. You know, you normally see people going to the hospital, trying to get someone who is sick in the hospital, take them to the polling center and returning them to hospital. That's a commitment that Central Kenya people have. But what happens to these our friends, and who are our very good friends? When the time for voting, they escort BAMBA, all of them, to the polling center singing, and they are not casting their vote.
Talking about, casting votes and everything else,
Yes.
well, the allegations you made about rigging, were those substantiated, and was that the language?
It was not about rigging. I have explained to you what I meant, that if you mean mobilizing your people to register, making sure people come out and vote, making sure then you defend your vote, if that is what is rigging, yes, we do. That was, if you look at that clip, because it was only one clip, and it's one media house that twisted that story. If you looked at my conversation, I was actually laughing. And I told them, by the way, you guys, you're saying there is no rigging. It is about voter mobilization, coming out to vote, and defending your votes. I pray that one day we will have an IBC, that when people cast their votes, we don't even need agents. Because there's also always confusion within the polling center. You find every candidate has an agent. The presidential candidate, the senator, the governor. And some of them, they are like 3 governors or 4. There are 4 or 5 women reps. There are MCs, 20 of them, and everyone has their agent within the polling center. It becomes total confusion. So I pray that one day we will have an IBC that is so trusted, such that when I go and cast my vote, I will not be suspecting that anyone can change or something can happen within there. It cannot be compromised. So that we don't have to have agents in the polling stations, because even these agents, they bring a lot of confusion.
Absolutely. Mheshimiwa, so the Jubilee Party, the party that you're now, leader.
That I have always been.
That you've always been in.
Even though the women rep was a Jubilee, I've never left.
So let's look at 2016, the promise of the copy of the Communist Party of China. And the President Ruto was then DP, and you guys promised longevity of the party.
Yes.
Is that, did there seem to be a disconnect along the way? And how can we then trust politicians who discard parties, anyhow? You
know why I've not left Jubilee and why I didn't leave Jubilee then to go to UDA? Because I would have done it. I had all the offers, all my friends left. Actually, I was left with strangers. All my friends went to UDA, and actually even today, majority of my friends are in UDA. Because I believe in party structures. I believe in not making a political party a vehicle to a certain destination, like the way you board a vehicle from Roysambu to go to town. Once you get to town, you get off. So the vehicle will come back it's a different vehicle. We must have political maturity as a nation. And I'm hoping we'll have strong political parties. And I think the only party, give the devil its due, that has managed that to that level is ODM and Wiper to some extent. That have maintained its political party with the leadership and everything else, even if they have changed a bit of their leadership. But the presidential, I think, candidate has remained the same. But they have, they have tried to withstand the storm, even with them not winning. And that's why you see, not only even in China, even in the US, you're either Republican or Democrat. I look forward and I dream for the day that Kenya will have political parties that have a stand. And how will this benefit our nation?